Visual stabilizer. Visual stabilizer. Today I'm in my Starfarer, and guess what? As you already well know, there's nowhere to refuel my 890 jump, and I'm a fugitive. So my workspace is very limited. Now I haven't got a crime stat, but I will get a crime stat as soon as I can. Visual stabilizer. I have to report to sick bay every time I log into game. And that's the only reason why. That's not the only reason, but it's one of the main role plays in my Star Citizens at the moment. Visual stabilizer. Visual stabilizer. Visual stabilizer. That's going to cause me a problem. I thought I fixed that. There must be something wrong in the settings. Basically, oh, yes, I know what it is. Well, one of the problems. Just had to shut down the Google web page. Basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to run Star Citizens on a bare shell. I mean just the game itself on my main PC and everything like Google, Discord on a separate web page. I mean separate PC. Activate systems.
Roger.
Origin check works at your service. Core system operational.
I find every time I try to come out of this station.
You will see an hideout in time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
That's what I was just about to say. So it's supposed to be
You are
now
clear to launch.
to go in here and into here and see if I can get from here.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
It should be really a problem. What was that? Did I hit myself on something? Oh, these tangled wires. Something's not right. What happened? Where am I? Okay, I don't think I'm where I'm not supposed to be. Ooh, I've got the shakes. Fugitive is actually Fugitive is actually a two-player game, whereas you've got one person that's good and you've got another person with a crime stat. And obviously because I've got a crime stat, there's certain aids that I need, and obviously if you haven't got those certain aids, you will perish. Well, depends how good you are. Visual stabilizer. I've not actually quite tuned my PC this morning because I've been doing a heck of a lot of testing. Getting things ready for 3.13 is it? What is this? Next patch I'll be a fugitive anyway, and I'll be working on the reputation system, because as you know it's supposed to be persistent. Depends how far they get on that. That means the only time it clears is on a server wide. Now that would be very close to permanent death. Basically the reputation system be a crime or something like that. Does it stay with you for your whole lifetime, or does it go away like CIG says? Because I've got a crime stat, or most of the time I will have, I will not be able to take part with most of the members. I've also been doing tests on the launcher, and I found out if I take all my friends off my friends list and contact list, I'm able to play in the game for hours. Now that's something to do with the launcher and the friends list. Hope CIG gets it sorted out as soon as possible. I noticed something was wrong with the launcher about over a year ago, but explaining it is very difficult. And usually, I don't usually go bigger than the Carrack when I'm in the server. Anything bigger than that, I'm subject to crashes. It's the first time I've used 890 jump in some time now. That noise here in the keyboard in the background is my joystick interfering with certain things, but like I said, I didn't tune it in the beginning, so I'll have a couple of problems flying. And because of this role, I have to play with certain members. I can't play with the whole org like I usually do, because like I said, I'm more into roleplay now. Or that's the reason why I came into the game in the first place, to be a role player as a civilian, not combat. I want to ask a question. What is the best all-rounder ship in the game at the moment for a single player that can do combat, multi-role play, etc, etc? If I was to tell you it's a Starfarer Gemini, would you believe me? It's got 4 size 4 torrents on there for the player that can do a heck of a lot of damage. That's with 2 alterations and 2 distortions. And last but not least, guess what? It's got 2 size 5 torrents on the top. It can take down a ship in less than 2 blasts. Now that is a heck of a lot. But it's slow and it's sluggish. But there's one more thing. Did you know it's the only ship that's got heavy armor built into it at the moment? No other ship has it. Yes, it's got size 1 shields, but like I said, you want to take it out for a spin. And it's also a very good utility ship. I've noticed that everybody's saying at the moment that the Caterpillar is the king of the haulers. Are you sure about that? You want to look into specs of the Carrack. The Carrick is also a pretty good ship. It's a mini Carrack. It's a mini Kraken. And what I mean by that is, you can fit 3 Merlings in the hangar deck of the Carrack and 2 Merlings in the Rover bay. That's like a mini fortress, a mini mini Carrack. It can also, when it's finished, it'll also have 2 drones in there. So when you work out the players on that ship, you'll have more players on the Carrack than you would on the Hammerhead. Basically, it's about 12. 2 players for the drones when it's in game. 5 players for the Merlin for combat, and you need 4 players for the torrents in the Carrack plus the pilot. And did you also know with the Pisces there is some special functionality on the Carrack that can control or scan on the Pisces from the Carrack? I'm yet to test that out actually. I actually missed that one. And if you've got 2 players, you want to go into the 85X, okay, you'll notice there's something in there that's not been mentioned. The remote turret in the 85X can be operated by the pilot, and guess what, it's got a 360 rotation, so while the pilot's flying one way, the 85X can shoot the other way. That's one of the smallest ships in the game that can do that at the moment, and it's pretty tanky. But those are all in test phase at the moment, and it'll be some months before I can actually put that into perspective there. So any of you guys that's got these ships and you want to test them out, please do type something in here and get back to me. I've got so much on at the moment, it's unbelievable. Whoa. Been in this server for about 7 hours now. Don't know what to expect. I was actually going to put another ship on here to help me with the roleplay today, but it's a little bit difficult. Activate systems.
Roger.
Origin shipworks at your service. Core system operational.
This time I'm going into the mobiGlas just to get the ship out. I don't really like doing it this way personally.
We're sorry.
Oh.
You exceeded the allotted time for the park. We'll have to return your ship to storage. You are clear to launch. Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area.
Not going to give up. Try again, shall we? I actually need help actually on this. I'm trying to actually think where else I can take spawn the ship from. Not an easy one. I might have to reboot. try 2 more times after this. Well, this time, the third option is to open the doors from outside the ship. Like I said, there's always a workaround. So the first time was from inside the ship's panel. That, as you can see, didn't work. The second time was from the morbiglass. That didn't work. Okay, now this third time now is outside the ship. From the morbiglass.
You are clear to launch.
As you see just now, the doors opened. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Stabilizers. Oh. Okay. It don't like me today. It does need a second person actually. Because basically I can open it from the outside, the second person then flies the ship and then I can enter it afterwards.
You are clear to launch.
Activate systems.
Roger.
Origin checkpoints at your service.
External. 'External view.
Core system.
Visual stabilizers.
Origin checkpoints at your service. Core system. 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 Core system.
is landing gear.
Roger.
Thank you. We're pleased to see you.
Activate cruise control.
Roger.
Shields under attack. Shields at full strength. Shields at full strength.
Scan enemy.
Roger.
Shields at full strength.
Point of interest.
Roger.
Shields at full strength.
Activate jump drive.
Roger.
Activate jump drive.
Roger.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
I want to know what was he using. Oh yeah. The 890 jump's got shield holes in the back, hasn't it? I forgot. I've not bought it for a long time. Well, it'll be fixed in the next patch. Point of interest.
Roger.
The whole idea of being a bridge commander is to keep a level head when everybody's freaking out. Activate jump drive.
Roger.
Quantum drive activated.
Now the thing is, I am on a 30-second delay to about 2 minutes to see if I'm going to be stream sniped. while he's doing that, I can now report to the medical bay. The only thing I've got to worry about at the moment, as you can see, these big ships cannot fly as it is, but yes, it can, but I'd have to reduce my resolution down to say 1080p instead of 4K. Actually in SLI, actually it's the first time I've actually flown the 890 jumping on a normal GPU. So that's why it's a little bit jumpy at the moment. I usually have Discord and a lot of things running the same PC, but I've took them all out now. I'm now running them on a separate laptop. I'll also be moving my eye tracking to a separate laptop to cut down resources. Because remember, the eye tracking works like a mouse, okay? So it's just feeding those inputs straight through from another PC to this PC. Now the only thing I'm worried about, what type of resolution will it set? Will it set it to the laptop I've got already, or will it set it to this? This is all tests I'll be doing. If it does, I'll be running from now on my eye tracking on a separate PC until I get my VR set up. Visual stabilizer. Point of interest.
Roger.
upside down.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Cruise control off. Deactivate cruise control.
Roger.
Point of interest.
Roger.
This is all touch and go. Now I've been able to land here with the Carrack, but I can't land here with this ship because it's big, but I'm hoping I can refuel. Point of interest.
Roger.
Half speed.
Roger.
Point of interest.
Roger.
He's run waving all over the place, I'm a little bit nervous. It's been a long time since I've commentated and streamed at the same time. So it's just getting back into practice. But boy, have I got a lot to tell you about the new things that are coming out for all these new ships based on the old ships that we've got already. Normally I don't recommend people using these big ships at the moment because of the server instability, but I'm still on testing at the moment to see if I can push things to limits. I know what's causing the problems, okay, and this is what I'm trying to do, take out as much of my main PC as possible. Thanks there, Yosa. I have got him on scan. My PC's actually set up for stream snipe. But I'm glad he did that actually because, like I'm saying, I'm a fugitive at the moment, so it's part of my roleplay. And because I can't go to certain, if I've got a crime stat, I can't actually go to the normal places to refuel, buy food and stuff like that. Now to get food, that's going to be hard. Yeah, I know I've got the 890 jump, it's got a medical bay, but obviously I'm going to need an accomplice. I'm actually surprised that the tank did so much damage on this actually. I've got to see what got on. He would have actually equipped it. I know the sounds, it sounded like distortions. It couldn't have been because get back, he would have disappeared. But it's nice to be playing 4K for a change. Why have I missed 4K? You already all know, if you've been watching previous episodes, I'm able to actually buy cargo at all these big truck stops with the 890 jump, which is not allowed.
Roger. Roger.
I now have visual of Shubing mining facilities number 10.
Roger.
Fuel 75%.
Point of interest.
Roger.
Full scan.
Roger.
Visual stabilizer. Refuel here, that means the reclaimer I will not be able to use either. Now setting up for final approach. I say final approaches. I'm not an air pilot by normal nature, but I'm learning as I'm going along. So I say when I'm going to final approach, I'm setting my ship up for final approach. So basically, I should not need to do any more corrections until I land, unless necessary. And with this type of ship, you do need actually a comms operator to navigate it in, but because there's not one on the ship today, I will be using third person, which I don't really like can't use it. It's not like in the earlier days, you know what I mean? But I don't think I've got a choice. So I'm just doing a flyby at the moment to see which is the best way to come in. And it seems like I have to come in from the other side. Just big enough for the Carrack to actually land, and that's 125 meters. This is 210. This is twice the size. Little bit of a problem. So I'm not going to lower my landing gear. I don't think it's going to help in this case.
For our pads.
I know that. Look what that talent did to my ship. 20. No, that's hydrogen. I need quantum fuel. Hydrogen's not a problem. I can regenerate that. But this is a problem. I'm going to do that one first. Quantum. Wow. After being something.
Hydrogen fuel, 50%.
You know something? I'm going to take the whole lot. Now I'm going to do quantum fuel first. So as you can see, you don't need the base stations now. You saw it here first. You can now refuel your 890 jump at other places. And you can fill cargo other places. But obviously, that won't fill. That could even refill. Yeah, you can anyway, can't you? So if you like what I've just done there, you want to see more, just put a like and subscribe. If you want to get a few free ships, you might look in the right hand side. There's some chats there. Just come into the org and they'll be passing out free ships. As you can see, I've just got under 1 billion credits. If I'm not the richest, I am the richest in Star Citizens at the moment. But I used to buy credits or the credits to help everybody out. I don't need credits at the moment. And also we've got a big roleplay to do with mining. We've just invested 40,000 in a mining career on that. Plus a heck of a lot more other things. Quantum fuel is a must. This is going to take ages. Well, I'll do it anyway. I don't usually buy quantum fuel as a rule. But you know something? 44%, that's a heck of a lot. Well is. But like I said before, I haven't landed.
Roger.
But this is part of the roleplay. Hydrogen is not really a problem because it can be generated in space, and it's not something I really use, but I had to come here for repairs. So normally, if I didn't have enough fuel, I have to regenerate before I come down there, just in case I have to rush back out. So normally I don't usually come down there unless I've got at least 70% of hydrogen. But I did come in a little bit too quick.
Roger.
Take some of the weight off the thrusters.
Roger.
Well, I'm going to have to actually turn down the graphics on this, but before I do that, just let me just check the resources. Ah, yes, I was supposed to have done that anyway. Can you always come in here? That's silly me. Silly move. Just give me a second, please. This is what I mean when you go to certain places, you've got to reduce your graphics. And I actually forgot. I will be going down to 1080p, and I'll also have to reduce the OBS to the same ratio too. Sorry about the black screen there, I'm just reloading back in. I'm still here, still loading in. Just resizing the screen. Okay, I check it out. You go down to 2K actually. Right, let's see what we've got. external view. At least I didn't crash land. That would have been most embarrassing. Activate systems.
Roger.
Origin checkmarks at your service. Core system operational. Collision starboard.
I'm sorry. Your vessel exceeds the size limitations for our pads.
You see, I got 50% of fuel left. I ain't taking no chances. Half speed.
Roger.
Activate cruise control.
Roger.
Take a long time. I had to come down here for repairs, you see, but normally if it was a more serious case then I would have no choice. So you've got to have deep pockets to fly this ship. But yes, there are roleplays you can actually do in this ship to make it all back. I need to put another ship on here, you see. The atmosphere. Point of interest.
Roger.
Point of interest.
Roger.
Just looking for a jump point. Visual stabilizer.
Roger.
Maximum speed.
Roger.
Engines on.
Engines active.
Full impulse.
Roger.
Open star map. If you remember earlier, I said I used my medical bay as a medical transporter now, just like in Star Trek. Was the idea put in game? We shall see. This game is about the future. Transporting your atoms all over the place, like, is it Spock? Not Spock, what was his name again? Bones? God, I'm getting so I can't even remember the names now. While I'm regenning, wow, like I said, I used a heck of a lot coming down. Yeah, I mean too much in fact. I'm just going to walk around the ship. You never know, I might have a couple of guests joining me along the way. But that'll be down to the commiss how they get to me, because don't forget, I'm supposed to be on hideout. And I've now got to go get a ship from Port Hollister. And that means I'm going to have to sneak on to Port Hollister. How am I going to do that? That is another question, because I've got a ship at the moment, you see. There's two ways. If I go straight to Port Hollister, as you all know, you get a ship like this, you go near there, everybody wants to be your friend. And you're just supposed to be inconspicuous. So, that's not a plan. So where's the next place? CRL 5? Possible. But I'm not going to do nothing until I've got at least 50% hydrogen. So while I'm doing that, I think I'll get one of my prospectors ready. Prospector? Or? Questions. I'm going to go to the prospector. Now, the last time I used the EMP, it caused me so much problems. I was trying to get that test done before the next patch, because it was supposed to be a very important part for a roleplay. Remember, these big ships have got a lot of blind spots, and these ships can shoot outside the shields, and they can't get inside the shield so easy. Basically, the enemies can shoot it, but using ballistics, the ballistic can actually penetrate the ship's hull on these big ships, because you've not got shoot on shields yet. Not like the size 1 or the Talons, etc. And the size 2, which you can put on the Mercury, which is very good results. Now to regen through a little bit quicker, I'm actually supposed to turn off the main engines and just use the thrusters. Shields off.
Shield system inactive.
Resources on this ship, so I'm not going to mess about with it too much. Get myself stuck. To enter the atmosphere and any emergency, you need at least 70% fuel. Weapons off.
Roger.
Weapons deactivated.
I'm just going to take a walk around the ship and finally stretch my legs. About this force feedback. I think I've got pins and needles. Now what I mean by that is the ship is going at a constant speed of 1,000 kilometers per second. I'm not supposed to stand like this because I'm actually moving at the same speed. If it was accelerating, I could get it. But I feel like I'm at about 106. Must be just in the cockpit. Okay. I'm actually in free space, I can actually go back to my normal graphics of 4K. Before I do that, I think I'll just give it a check. Yes, I can. What I'm using at the moment is body movements, a bit like free look, you know, like when you actually turn your head turns. Well, this one turns your body. To me, it gives me a better experience when I'm playing the game, you see. That's because I'm using virtual joysticks. I've not had time there to actually work out the proper functionalities. Plus I got some of the joysticks back to the shop. Supposed to have back from before Christmas, but I just haven't had the time. At the moment I'm at the back of the ship, just looking at the stars. Visual stabilizer. You know what I like about the 890 jump? When people start shooting, it's like fireworks. Oh, by the way, any of you who's got one of these ships, you should also have an 85X. 85X is one of the parts of the package with the ship. Get the ship, put it on here, and you'll find out you can actually use this ship to control certain stuff on the 85X. So to make it as like a commanding center, you can also do that with the 890 jump. But to do that, you actually do need a second player to test out these functions. If I get any time in the next patch, I'll be showing you exactly what I mean. Visual stabilizer. I'm actually supposed to reprogram this for variable stabilizer, so I can use my variable sensitivity. It was on my last PC before it broke down, but I've not had time to reprogram it back in. But basically, everything was on the main PC, so I lost it all. You see. Oh, I've been hearing a lot of drama about griefing in the game and CIG. Actually, I don't know if this is true, because I've not been in Spectrum for quite a while. They're actually kicking out people. Now, if that was me, I would, at my opinion, I don't think that's a very good idea. Because when people come to Star Citizens, okay, they didn't know what the game was about. They all see this game as like Xbox. There is no manual in the game. Yes, nobody likes griefing, but I have to agree. So how can they stop this? Because kicking people out or banning the account, if it's true or true not, is not a good idea. Not when people spend money. So how are they going to tackle this situation? Well, my theory is you got cooldown periods, okay? Now what I mean, just like when you go shooting something on your guns, you have a time where it cools down before you can reactivate it. Why can't they put that functionality in the game? I.e., they can't attack if they attack the player more than 3 times, there has to be a cooling down time before they can re-attack that person again, unless it's an agreeable thing at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Now if they was to introduce that into their program and their coding, which we know they can do, everybody's a winner, because remember, when it's programmed into the coding, nobody argues with the PC, because it is no point. But if you leave it to human resources to make decisions, you know the problem there, there's conflict. Remember, people spend money for whatever. One more other thing, remember, people come from different nationalities, different backgrounds, and different parts of the world. As you know, I'm not going to say where, but the world is in war, but it's not in war. But as you know, this war all over the place, it's all they know. Okay, and that's what they will do, because they like to prove a point. Okay, but one thing I've also noticed in the game, beggars. This game hasn't started yet where people are begging for this, and you know in every game you've been in, the penny for the blind, people sitting on street corners, etc. All those are in the game. Xbox players, I call them newbies, but I call them experts, they don't know. But these are in the game, so when you start banning people, it's not a very good thing. Because some people at the end of the day don't know how to conduct themselves. It's natural to them. But you guys as programmers at the end of the day can avoid all this and not give the game a bad name or reputation. Put cooling off periods. So if a player's attacked more than 3 times by the same player, 5 times or whatever, cooling off period for whatever time necessary before that same player can be attacked. Because yes, we know it's annoying. Me, it's different. I've been playing this game for 3 years now. Now, I can actually defend myself. As you might have seen earlier, I was attacked coming out of Grim Hex. Not a problem for me. Because I spec my ship out in a certain way. Yeah, we know you can't do a day 90 jump because it's basic. You can't do nothing with it. There's things you can do to protect your ships until you learn how to play the game properly. So at the end of the day, I would say banning people at the end of the day is not a good idea. But if you say, like I said, repeating it again, if a player's attacked more than 3 times or 10 times, you have a cooling off period before that same players can be attacked. Now I know this for a fact. You get players who's been playing since the beginning of time, 2012. They've got this big massive list of who they're going to go after when the game goes live. Now that's like griefing, but it's not griefing. It's part of the game because they've got long memories. You know what I mean? Now they will do this at the end because it's part of the game, and as you already well know, right? Griefers at the end of the day, they will stop playing. Why? Because at the end of the day, because as you know, what's that guy's name again? The architecture. I can't remember his name, but I think you know who I'm talking about. I was watching one of his streams once, and Eradicator, as you know, was playing for one of them orgs, the Matadors. And as you know, yeah, I didn't like the way he did things, but he was a streamer. Well, as you know, I can't remember the guy's name, but as you know, the architecture, you know who I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Unless one types the name. They all went and they kept on shooting him. He joined on different servers. They all found him. He didn't play for a good time. I think he actually left the Matadors, but what I'm trying to say, these griefers at the end of the day, right, when they get grief back, they don't like it. They will stop playing. So at the end then, if they want to come back, they have to change their tactics. But that's giving an idea of the day. What goes around, comes around. But for CID at the moment, banning players, it's going to leave a nasty taste in the mouth. Okay? But they can put codings in the program to attack. You can't attack a player more than 3 times, 10 times, whatever. It's a cooling off period. You know what I mean? This will sort the problem out. So if these griefers at the end, if they want to keep playing the game, they will stop it. Okay? Okay, there's a big uproar at the moment. They don't like grieving, but banning players is not a nice thing. Not after they spent the money. CIG wants backers in the game, but they don't want to lose people at the end of the day. Yes, they've got a lot of people, but how many's really playing the game? You know what I mean? This can help the community, help CIG, help everybody at the end of the day. So I would say at the end of the day, CIG, as soon as you can, put some kind of a cooling off period so these players can't be attacked more than so many times until you get something sorted. Yes, we know you're having pyro being put in the game, okay? We know you took out Grim Hex. We know why you did it, because it's a role-playing game and day. And yes, we all agree, drugs is a not really good example, but it's part of the game at the end of the day. We have to learn how to play to keep ourselves safe. You know what I mean? Yes, they're looking for ideas. This is why we're in alpha testing, to do all of these things. I don't usually go in Spectrum so much these days because, like I said, it's not just in the game you get grief, you also get grief in Spectrum, even when you're trying to help, because everybody wants to be number one. And forget that to be number one, we all have to work together. This is not a single player game, and it's going to take years to perfect. And all these things we need now. So if anybody thinks I am got any suggestions for that, I would say post a comment in there, give me your opinion. A lot of people are scared to speak these days because, like I said, they're getting the accounts banned and they're not actually getting a fair hearing or whatever. Some people don't understand, you know what I mean? All sorts. But at the end of the day, like I said, CIG, the programmers at the end of the day, you know what I mean, they're learning a lot of new things. But us as players, we don't get a second chance. And if you spend a lot of money, I'm sorry to say this, but does CIG care? No, they don't. Why? Because they listen to the backers. It's the griefers that are the backers at the end of the day. Whoever it is at the end of the day, it just takes one complaint and they're being monitored. And they're not monitored properly, but they can write codings to do all of this. Remember, it's a multi-role playing game at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And remember, when people get bored, they do silly things. And it's not on purpose, it's just the way they are. Like I said, you get people that do kamikazes, it's all they know. You get people in the world that are just beggars. It will be coming into the game, I will tell you straight, that is for sure. All sorts. There's actually a ship in the game that I don't like. I bought it and I sold it. But I'm bringing it back into the game because it has a different, but it did have, oh, that's going to put in the Carrick, it can't fit. Basically, it's got an EMP on there, and I want to actually use that as part of my defense and strategy. That's what I am in the game, actually, defense and strategy. Why am I walking around in circles? Yeah, as you know, I'm not actually giving a tour of the ship. I'm actually regenning, so I'm just regenning for a bit and finding something to do. This ship is a big ship. I wish CIT would do something with the cargo bay. I want to know where the comms is on this ship. Is it upstairs in the battle bridge? I bet you it is, you know. I am one of the richest players in the game, if not the richest. I've been helping a lot of people to develop their gameplay and role plays in the game. If you'd like to develop your role play, we're giving away ships and all that kind of things. If you just look in the display panel, you'll actually see we're giving away moles to help live with the professions, prospectors, rocks, all them kind of things. stabilizer. Does this work? Now what I'm doing, I'm looking for somewhere on here where I can actually do my YouTubing at the same time if it works, but I'm not found anywhere just yet. No, that's an offset. That won't work. Want to watch YouTube's I'm in bed and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go into the crew quarters and have a look there. My toilets are very clean. Visual stabilizer. Normally this is a very difficult ship to actually fly in reverse as it stands now because of all the resources. As you see just now, I had to actually turn down the graphics so I could actually carry on playing. I can turn it back up now because I'm in safe space. I'm not really supposed to be down by Microtech with them high settings. You know what? I'm going to take my chances. I might go into 2K actually. What do you think? Nah. right? No, that's the right to the back. Oh, that's the bedrooms. Any lifts around here? No, we don't have it. Then again, no. The lift should be somewhere. Basically what I'm looking for. I don't really want to use the lift, but I can because I've actually got the medical beds there sorted. Don't like this. Stabilizer. I need to take a look in there very soon to see if I can actually operate the 95X from here. You know something, why not have a look now? No, because I won't be able to do anything. I know it's one of the comms. I wouldn't know on this ship. I'd have to go through the two lefts. There's nowhere else it could be. And that's one of the reasons why they've got them spheres. Them holograms. This is what I'll be using to watch my YouTube on. You know something? When you're on a ship by yourself and you hear noises like that, it's really creepy, you know. You've been playing as long as I've been playing it. Visual stabilizer. Nothing like it works yet. So I've got to find a fixed position. That'll be too much work. And when I say too much work, there's no point putting these things in on CIG today, tomorrow or next month we'll rechange things. Visual Visual stabilizer. Visual stabilizers.